Okay, welcome back to... I almost said Skyward Sword. Welcome back to Breath of the Wild, everyone. So, it's been a while, an actual long time since I last did this. It is now April 23rd at 10 p.m. Now, as you can tell, as you can see, I obviously decided to ultimately... Wait, I ultimately decided to not show the entire process of me getting these, because let's be honest, that's not entertaining to watch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest. I'm going to max out this in this one, and then I'm going to sell it. And then the next time I do one of these bonuses, I will have already sold another 999. And then I will have already made my way back up to another, like, I don't know, 950-ish. We'll get the rest, and then we'll max out the rupees. So the next time, we're going to max out rupees, whenever the hell that'll be. So you can see I left myself 50 to get in this video. But I also left myself room to go and show you what to do to get some bows. I'm also going to show how to get those arrows, like I promised last time. I also got this from my amiibos. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to go and get some bows. I'm going to show you guys what I do to get bows. Now here's a little bit of a, a little fun advice or whatever. If you have the, why did I almost say Falco? If you have the Rivali amiibo, and you can get the Falcon bow from it, that's a really good bow to use to grind for rupees. So first things first, I'm going to recharge my Master Sword. How's everyone doing, by the way? I know it's been a long time since I last played this game. But yeah, I've been grinding for those pieces of horn on and off on my own time. But I did save just enough to show me actually showing the process. What? Save the game before it crashes. I have a feeling it's going to crash. Come on, crash. I dare you, crash. I knew it! Oh, I heard it. I knew it was going to crash. Alright, I got a couple things I want to talk about. But yeah, how's everyone doing? I know it's been a long time since I last did this. I think it's been, what, about a month since I last did this? Yeah, last time I played one of these, last time I did this, I was like, it's gonna take like 20 of these bonuses for me to max out my rupees. Yeah, it's a good thing that I ultimately decided not to do that. To mostly do this on my own, but show the important parts. Alright, now that my Master Sword is charged, I'm gonna come... not there. Here. Excuse me, I'm texting someone right now. I'm talking about... not DC. Talk about both Marvel and DC. Mostly Marvel. Okay. I promise, what I'm doing right now is indeed going towards grinding rupees. It doesn't seem like it right now. Because, I'm not where Feroce is. Constantly grinding for horns. But I promise, this is what I do for grinding for rupees. So if you want to do whatever I'm doing, then please, by all means, follow. Copy what I'm doing. So yeah, couple things I want to talk about. In fact, mostly two major topics I want to talk about. Not going to take down you, because I'm going to save as much of my Master Sword's energy as possible. You heard him spit fire just now? I'm not interested in that diss track of yours. That mixtape, I don't want that. You know, the day I'm playing this, it was actually a community day in Pokemon Go. It was Stuffle. I think I got like 13 shinies in the span of 3 hours, because I think the past 2 community days, as of me recording this, they started not doing it from like 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. I think the last 2, it was like 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. So that's a lot of time reduced. I don't know why they're doing that. I am recording this, right? Yeah. Yep. I see it's recording. I see I'm 6 minutes in. I was gonna do this not yesterday, like 2 days ago. But ultimately I decided not to. For orderly reasons. Alright. So I'm going to grab my motorcycle. First of all, I should probably equip my sword. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to put on my Barbarian Armor. And that'll give me a little more attack. A little more attack energy. Not energy. Attack power. I can't believe I'm still playing this game. Don't crash. I need my driver's license revoked. Actually, Link doesn't have a license. So he's illegally operating a motorized vehicle. Does this thing even have a motor? So, if you remember, this path has 3 Lynels, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to take down 3 Lynels, and we're going to take all their bows to go and grind for rupees. Get out of that little, perimeter. And I also calculated this as well. Not calculated, but I tested this as well. How much does the Barbarian outfit give? Like, how much extra power does it give? Normally, the Master Sword hits dealing 60 damage. I tested it wearing this outfit, it does 90 damage. So, you know, an additional 30 damage with each hit, yeah, that adds up. Especially when you can handle these flurry rushes, too. I wonder how laggy the footage is going to be afterwards. Alright, so a couple things I want to talk about. So as of me playing this, I have completely finished the semester. Can I hurry up and do this? Yes! Hit, hit, hit! Crap! I was meant to hit it, so it would actually not do that attack. Well, there goes one of my Daruk's protections. But that's okay, because we have flurry rushes. Still alive, eh? Ooh, perfect. Didn't take a single hit from that. So the plan for this video is take down 3 Lynels, and then I show you guys how to grind for rupees. Not rupees. Grind for arrows. And you may have noticed that I also used a couple of shock arrows. Like, I used some shock arrows to grind, mostly because I get shock arrows from defeating Lynels. So I figured, why not just use some of these so to not waste the shock arrows I get after taking down Lynels. So I got a 5-shot burst here. That's nice. Alright, on to Lynel number 2. Okay, so first topic I want to talk about. Ooh, did not mean to do that, but hey, I'll pick up a lizard. I already killed it. Would hate to let its death go in vain. Okay, so as of me recording this, it is currently a Saturday for me. I don't know why I thought it was a Sunday. But today is Saturday, and yesterday, as of me recording this, was my last final exam. It was my final exam. So I have completely finished the semester at this point. Whether or not I passed all my exams, well, that's a wait to be determined. That's a wait to be determined. I had 2 remaining exams. I did one on Wednesday and one yesterday on Friday. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I passed both of my exams, because if I failed one of them, excuse me, I can't move on to the next and final semester of my program. And if that happens, I will be extremely sad. Oh no, it's thunderstorming. That means I need the Thunderhelm. You know what? Let's test this together. Right now, its health is at... Okay, so I took down 120 from his health. So let's see, if I only have 2 equipped, how much damage would that do? Alright, we hit it once. Now let's see how much damage only 2 of 3 pieces of armor did. Whatever the hell that is. So that did do a little less, I think. But because it's thunderstorming, we do need the Thunderhelm. I hope the thunder doesn't lag me out too much. Let me have this equipped just in case. I tried to use it there. But yeah, hopefully I passed all my exams. Shock it too. Wow, okay, I thought I had to activate Mipha's Grace there. You know, I was really stressed about my exam that was on Wednesday, because that one's the theory one. That one I had to know a lot of stuff. So that's the one I mostly focused on. And... okay, so here's the deal. What I needed was I needed a 60% in both class and final exam to pass. I need a 60 in both. If I only got 60 in one, like if my final grade was 60, but I got like a 55 on the exam, then maybe I would get a remedial, so I get a second chance to do the exam and get a better grade. Or, say like, if I got a 60 in the class, but I got like a 30 on the exam, I still fail. It's not a 50 and pass, it's a 60. Yeah, look at all those shock arrows I just picked up. Not gonna go for that crusher. So, as long as I did the calculating right, like I calculated what my overall grade in the class was, based on the grades that I already have, or I had, because the class is done now, I should have exactly 60%, or I should have had exactly 60. But my friend, I asked him to double check. He somehow calculated that I got a 58 in the class. So if I was right in calculating it, and my final was worth 35%, that means I would need a 60, exactly 60 on the final to pass the class. Whoops. Well, that's what it looks like when the Master Psycho Zero's out of fuel. Okay, it's not thunderstorming, it's only raining, so I can put this back on. So if I calculate it correctly, then I would only need a 60 to pass. But if my friend calculated correctly, and I did actually have a 58 in the class, that means I would need a 68 on the final to pass. And what did I end up getting on my final? A 63. So right now, it's honestly a 50-50 shot if I passed or not. So it really comes down to who calculated correctly. Either I passed or I failed. If he was right and I really did have a 58 going into the exam, then maybe I could get a remedial. Like, I get a second chance? Maybe. We'll have to wait and see. But that was the midterm, not midterm. That was the final exam on Wednesday. But the thing is, I had like a, you know, a secret little problem I didn't know, and that was the final exam that I had on Friday. Because that was a lot harder than I expected. To the point I don't even know if I passed. Because unlike the exam I had on Wednesday, it didn't show, like, the one on Wednesday did show my mark immediately after. The one I did on Friday did not. So I have to wait until my mark is out. And I honestly do not know if I passed that one or not. See, look at that. A fully charged Master Sword with most of the Barbarian outfit is enough to take down 3 Lynels. 3 silver Lynels too. And look at that, I got 80 shock arrows just like that. Okay, now I will show you guys how to grind for arrows. So come over here to Eventide. No, don't stamp Eventide. So yeah, my final exam on Friday, I really don't know if I passed or not. That's a 50-50 also, if I passed. So, hope for the best. How'd that saying go again? Hope for the best, expect the worst, hope for the best. Okay, it's not raining or thunderstorming, so I will swap back to my favorite outfit. Not this! This! So I'll fly down to this little island right here. Grab your magnesis, and grab this chest. And just like that, 10 arrows. Now, you want to warp back, and do that over and over. You might be thinking, that's such a slow way to grind for arrows, though. But actually, I think this is the fastest way to grind for arrows. The fastest way to grind for free arrows. Because if you want, you can technically go pay and buy a whole bunch of arrows. But hey, we're trying to grind for rupees right now. So, as you can see, I purposely left myself some space to grind for arrows, so I will show this 10 times. I'm not kidding. But regardless, I'm done with final exams. I'm done the semester. I can relax for a little bit. That is until I get a stab in the heart when my results come back. And I see I failed both of them. And I do not get a second chance. That means I have to redo the semester. Man, I don't know if that... I might just give up at that point. I mean, I technically made it this far. The semester that just passed was my second last semester ever for this program. Do I really want to quit and give up when I'm literally like one step away from the finish line? Probably not. I'm probably not going to quit, but I really wish I would. I really wish I could, I mean. And you know what? I want that fish. Armored Porgy. Is it Porgy or Porgy? I think it's Porgy. I don't see a layer of metal over that fish. I'm picturing the Armored Titan. You know, speaking of Armored Titan, that's a good transition into the next thing I want to talk about, which is anime. So the last time I talked about anime, I talked about My Dress Up Darling, and I probably got demonetized for that one. Well, My Dress Up Darling, it has long been finished at this point, at least season 1. We're probably going to get season 2. But that's not the anime I want to talk about. Because recently, I started another new anime. And once again, I say, when once again, I'm saying this exact same line. When I say brand new anime, I mean right now, as of me recording this, there's only 2 episodes out. In fact, episode 3 is coming out tomorrow for me, but the day this posted. So just know, the day this video posted is the day episode 3 came out. And the anime I'm talking about is Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. Which, what a title. Now, originally, the friend who I got into watching My Dress Up Darling, he showed me this trailer for whatever reason. I thought it looked interesting. So I kept it in the back of my mind, like maybe I'll check it out. And it just so happens that the time that it aired is after My Dress Up Darling finished season 1. So, you know, it's like, well, that anime finished. I got no anime to watch weekly, aside from Attack on Titan. So what else can I watch? So I decided to check it out. When I checked it out, there were 2 episodes out, so I binged both of them back to back. And I want to talk about that anime. I already talked about it in another video, but hey, I can talk about it more here, because I actually forgot to mention some stuff in that video that I hopefully remembered to mention here. So Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie, and let me be honest, one of the reasons why I even started watching this anime totally is because there's a cute girl as one of the leads. Totally is one of the reasons why. How many arrows does that make? So I can do this 4 more times. Totally is one of the reasons why I got curious about this anime. Absolutely because there was a cute anime girl as one of the main characters. Absolutely. That is completely one of the reasons why I did watch it. So the basic premise of it is... So the main guy character, I think his name is Yu Izami. Yeah, he is just bad luck incarnate. He is just a concentrate of bad luck. Like the world is trying to get this man killed. So things always seem to be flying towards him, always seem to be trying to go his direction and hit him. Which I actually had that happen to me once in like elementary school. There was a period where everything used to hit me. Mostly in gym class. But outside of gym class, a lot of other stuff constantly flew my direction and kept on hitting me. So anyways, his girlfriend, the main girl character, I think her name was Michan Shikimori. I think that was her name. I think that was her first name. And she has this she has this like almost I don't know what it's called, but she always wants to protect him. Now, something I immediately noticed about this guy when I started watching this anime is he needs to learn what to and what not to say. Because sometimes he just has a thought in his mind, he's thinking to himself, and then out of nowhere he'll just speak out loud the rest of his thoughts. For example, in episode 1, he was thinking in his mind, my girlfriend's really cute, but sometimes, and then for some reason he said this out loud, sometimes she's not cute at all. I'm just like, why would you say that out loud? Why would you say half of your thought out loud? And especially the part that you would not want to say out loud. Wouldn't it have made more sense for you to say, my girlfriend is really cute, and then think the rest of the part? Think the rest of it? Because he literally, he does that multiple times in only the first 2 episodes. He would think his thoughts halfway and then say the rest of it out loud. So the example I just said, he thought in his mind, my girlfriend's really cute, And then he said out loud, but sometimes she's not. She's not cute at all. So it would literally go like this. But sometimes she's not cute at all. Like, she didn't hear you say that first part complimenting how cute she is. All she heard was you saying sometimes she's not cute at all. Like, why would you say that out loud? Alright, there we go. My arrows are maxed out. Now what I will do is I will go and I will get 49 more of these, and then I'll go sell them. And that will basically be it for this video. So let's see, what bow do I want to use first? Well, I got 6 5-shot bursts, so I can use up one of these. And then... Okay, so in, like, somewhat of the beginning of the first episode, when they went back to school, like, because summer break was over or whatever, and they were trying to see what classes they were all in, my man was on God, praying, right then and there, in front of his girl. Out loud, he was like, please, Lord, let us be in the same class, please, please, please. And he was literally praying out loud. So I say that because... Oh, no, 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 no. Aww. I say that because, you know, he clearly is religious. And I'm just thinking, like, later on, the way episode 1 ended, I'm like, yeah, homie needs Jesus. Homie really needs Jesus, because if it wasn't for his girlfriend, my man would have been dead long ago. Oh, can I maybe shoot one right now? Nah, he's way too high. Okay. Because literally at the very end of episode frickin' 1... Ooh, there's a lizard! Worth it! At the end of episode 1, a goddamn street sign or whatever, like one of the signs on top of a store, that entire thing came off of his hinges and nearly crushed the man. He almost died. And if his girlfriend wasn't there to do a literal jump kick, not even push him aside, like tackle him to the side to safety. Nah, she dead ass jumped up and kicked that thing. Where's my dragon at? Alright, let me try to make it night again. Or, not again, but make it night, then make it back to day. Yeah, dude needs Jesus. He really does. Alright, so enough of that. Before I watched this anime, I did know that Gary Oak was in this show. Did that strike? No, it did not. Yeah, sometimes when the lightning strikes, you want to take a look at if it struck Farosh or not. Because, hey, sometimes you can get a free scale. Now, there's also a Lino up there, where that cliff is behind the tree. So, technically, I could use up one bow, go fight that Lino, and get another one. Also, something that I've ended up doing was I ended up using 20 arrows. Like, I do 20 sets in a row. I shoot 20, I go collect the 20 horns, and then I continue. I don't want to risk going more than 20, you know, to risk all of these horns despawning. Did that hit Farosh? Nope. So because I need 49, that means I'm going to do 2 sets of 20 now. And, well, 9 more. Something else you want to be careful of. So I mentioned earlier that the Falcon Bow is really good. You see how right now, right now it's still glowing, it hasn't come off yet. You want to make sure it comes off of him and starts flying before you do this, before you make it morning again. Because I made that mistake when grinding. I did it too fast, and the piece of horn glitched out, so I wasn't able to collect it. But yeah, I knew before going into the show, Gary Oak was in the show. Because I saw comparisons, like I think on Twitter. Like the character from the show compared, like his design compared to Gary Oak. And throughout the show, I'm kind of like, he even somewhat acts like Gary Oak. You know, I just couldn't help but notice throughout the 2 episodes. Like, okay, the 2 of them are clearly dating. How is she still nervous around him? I'm thinking, like, it would make sense if the guy was nervous around her, because she is like a million times more out of his league. No offense to him. And yet she's the one nervous around him? The guy who is a literal bad luck magnet? By the way, in episode 1, when they were doing bowling, and she got like a perfect score, I was like, damn, they're really just gonna do him like that? Have him, like, make him have like a literal 10 out of 10, a literal 11 out of 10, 100 out of 10 girlfriend? While, once again, no offense to him, he's like... No offense to him, he's in the lower... he's on the lower side. And I'm just like... I'm talking to one of my friends who, at the time, only watched episode 1. And I'm just like, yeah, this is anime. This is fiction. Because no girl in real life who is a 10 out of 10 like this character is ever going to date a guy like him. Or, in better case, like me. Because that ain't happening. That just don't happen in real life. 10 out of 10 women just don't date dudes like me. I'm essentially just like the guy in the anime too. Only I don't attract death all around me. Anyways, also something that I tend to do is I keep track of my arrows. So I said sets of 20, but because I started at 999, I would stop at 980. That way it makes it easier for me to remember where I am the next time I do it. So right now, I will collect 19 horns. Good God, why am I burping so much? Why are there leaves in my face? Wait, did it come off yet? Yep. You can still see it's in the air. What else do I want to talk about the anime? Right. And guess what? Something that I didn't notice until after I finished the two episodes. Hey, no fan service. Now look, I like fan service in anime as much as the next guy. But I like a good, healthy amount, not an abundance of it. You know, where there's so much fan service, it's on the edge of being classified as a hentai. You know, an example of an anime having too much fan service? Food Wars. Something that has, I would say, a healthy amount of fan service. I possibly would say this, is My Dress Up Darling. I feel like that has a little more fan service than I would like. But yeah, I'm not against fan service, but, you know, I don't like too much of it. Sometimes I like watching a show for a good story. Oops, I may have done this a little too fast. Nope, I'm good. So I'm going to shoot this... Well, actually, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to... you'll see, actually. But you know what? I would not mind seeing fan service in the anime, just because, like I said, the main character is indeed cute. But hey, I'm not against an anime that has no fan service. Attack on Titan does no fan service, and it's a great anime. Alright, so what I did just now was I shot it and made my way across to pick these up first. This is just how I do it. And also, having just came back from watching My Dress Up Darling, hey, it's an anime that actually shows a couple being a couple. You know, it's not the trope of will they, won't they? Because the two of them are actually together. So, when I brought this up to my friend who only watched episode 1 at the time, I'm like, yo, this anime has no fan service and we actually get to see them be a couple? I sent him the meme of the guy, the scientist, holding up the green beaker or whatever, this green test tube. Well, that is the finally meme. I'm like, finally! It's been scientifically done! An anime where there is an actual couple with no fan service. Now, obviously, that already exists. It's not like this anime did a new thing. But it's like, I haven't seen too many animes where it does do that. No, not flint, because I'll just use my flame spear. So I still need to collect 30 more of these. I don't want to like waste the durability on my spear. There we go. Because I didn't actually hit the wood. No pause on that. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Like, when she won that bowling game, like, damn near perfect score, I'm just like, wow, they're just gonna... You know what? Y'all may as well just give her perfect grades, like 110% on her grades. Judging from the trailer, she's also athletic, which is the case in episode 2. Like, she's good looking, she's talented, she's tough as well. Like, based on the trailer, I assume she also knows martial arts. It's like, y'all may as well just make her the most perfect character in existence. Y'all may as well just make this man be dating a literal goddess, and him being like a million times under her league. You just gotta do my man like that? I mean, hey, respects to my man Yu Izumi. You got yourself a keeper right there. And the fact that she is so passionate about being around you and always protecting you, even better. That you found yourself your soulmate right there. Alright, I kind of messed that up, so I'm just gonna reset. I also like the opening, too. The opening song to this anime, I like that too. I like the one from My Dress Up Darling as well. I don't know, let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Have you seen this anime? What are your thoughts about it? You know, watching this anime makes me really wish I had this kind of relationship in high school. I did have a girlfriend in high school, but not to this level. Not like this. Looking back, I don't really think it was really much of a relationship. We didn't really do much outside of school. We went to lunch one time. I don't think we never really got dinner. We went to go see a couple of movies, and that's about it. I mean, we hung out at the mall. We didn't really do much. It actually came to a point where we would actually see each other like once a week for like 5 minutes, if even. So yeah, looking back, I don't think it was too much of an actual quote-unquote relationship. Which is why whenever I watch these animes where it depicts a really strong relationship in high school, that makes me really wish I had that in high school. Now, of course, high school is behind me. You know, I'm never gonna get those years back. And I'll never get that kind of experience. I know a bunch of people in high school who did have that experience, actually. And unfortunately, I was not one of them. I may have actually possibly had the longest relationship in my entire generation of my high school. But it was not what you think. It was not the kind of relationship you see in anime. Which, yeah, makes me sad, but hey, it is what it is. Man, anime is like such a grim reminder of how shitty reality is. Like, it really makes you wish, damn, I wish the scenarios in anime were real. And then you remember, no, it's not real. And my life, it will never be as awesome as it is in anime. You know, speaking of awesome scenarios in anime, my voice keeps cracking. You know what I'm gonna do? After I shoot this one more, I'm gonna drink some water. Because I've been talking to myself for like almost 45 minutes. Let me grab some water real quick. I hope you guys are staying hydrated too. I wonder how all that sounds. So, a friend of mine who did not watch My Dress Up Darling, but I think he read the manga, he sent me a video. Let me see who it's by. Alright. The title is Dress Up Darling in a Nutshell, and the video is by Depp Ice Cream. D-E-P. Depp Ice Cream. I watched it, and I was laughing my ass off. So, he was basically breaking down the anime, well, you know, in a nutshell. He was saying how my man Gojo, he likes playing with dolls, so he likes playing with Barbies, which, nothing wrong with that. I'm gonna talk more about that in a second. But then he was like, and then out of nowhere, a baddie falls into his life. And Marin, she really did. It was never explained how that happened. I don't know, did she fail doing a backflip? Anyways, I thought that line was so funny. Like, a baddie falls into his life. Then he was just like, come on bro, don't mess this up. Use all those years of talking to dolls, use all that experience and talk to this girl. And then there were moments in the video like she is a hot, popular girl, and he is a shy, awkward, nerd. I found that so funny. The way he emphasizes some of the words. Like, when Gojo was so heavily studying the adult games that Marin gave him, he was like, at this point, his grandpa comes in and watches him play some adult games with a lot of milk in it. You poor man. He's probably thinking, how did my grandson overnight go from Barbies to titties? And then a couple other lines that I found dead on hilarious in his video. Like near the end of the video when they were both at the fireworks festival thing. He was like Gojo at this point. Every year he would be alone in his room with Barbies. But this time he's with a real girl. And then, what? There was also lines like, so here he is, he and his grandpa are staring at her sweaty cosplay outfit like a couple of perverts. Some of the lines people come up with are the funniest things ever to me. What else did he say? I'm trying to think. But yeah, also the way that My Dress Up Darling ended, it was nothing really special. Like, the finale didn't even really seem like a finale. It seemed more like a regular episode. Like, nothing big happened at all, besides Marin confessing, you know, she loves him, when he couldn't even hear it because he was asleep. But yeah, anyways, so I mentioned I would talk about, you know, nothing wrong with Gojo liking dolls. I mentioned that way back when I said, if what you like isn't hurting anyone, you know, it's not illegal, then by all means, you do you. And then, I think like last month or whatever, I don't think it's been a month, I think a couple weeks ago. So, I don't remember exactly what happened. My dad asked me to go into the garage and help him with something. Something got knocked over. So, what got knocked over was a box. And the things inside the box kind of spilled out. So I was looking at the ground like, what even came out of there? What happened? And it was some pencils. A couple of pencils were on the ground. And I immediately realized what those were. It was my pencil collection. Yes, that sounds weird. I'm a weird guy. I don't know why, as a kid, I collected fucking pencils. Alright, now that the bow... Now that that prompt showed up for the bow, that means you can use the bow 3 more times. So who am I to judge if Gojo likes playing with dolls, when I'm the weirdo who collected pencils as a kid? Now, what kind of pencils did I collect, you ask? I collected the wooden pencils, you know, the kind that actually need sharpening. I collected those, but the way I liked them to be in my collection is they had to be unsharpened and they had to have the eraser at the end. Unsharpened pencils with the eraser at the end. I was so weird. Who am I to judge if Gojo likes playing with dolls when I collected pencils? Of all things, pencils. How old is this pencil collection, you ask? I have a frickin' Sam Raimi Spider-Man pencil. Alright, now that I use this bow 2 times, that means it's about to break right now. What I do is this. As long as lightning didn't strike it, actually, and I just didn't notice. Now I come over here, and there we go. And then I would fly down and grab that one. But first, I will come over here. There's nothing on this side. So I'll go collect those ones. And then I'll jump down and collect that one. But yeah, I kind of forgot about my pencil collection. And here's the reason why. My mom said she threw away my collection. Now, why did she do that? Oops, no, don't sleep yet. Go and grab that one. Don't sleep yet. Now, my mom never liked me collecting pencils because, well, she's not wrong about this. She thought that the lead, you know, the graphite that the pencil used to actually write, because I would just play around with frickin' pencils all day, she would think that'd be dirty and unhealthy for me, unsanitary. Like, oh, that's right, I need to switch my outfit, which I'm glad I didn't do just yet. You know, there's a reason that kids shouldn't eat the lead inside of pencils, you know, the graphite. Isn't it potentially toxic? So my mom never liked me collecting or playing with pencils. So she would occasionally hide them, or she would just flat out tell me that she threw them away. But because she didn't want to, you know, scar her son, she simply hid them in the garage. And over time, I kind of forgot about my pencil collection. Until recently, yeah, I accidentally rediscovered it. So now I can get 4 more pieces. So I need to equip a new bow. You know what? I have this. Let's try out the Twilight Bow. Because this thing's accuracy should be dead on. Beautiful. I don't know, is it lead or graphite that's inside pencil? I think that the technical term would be graphite. The material is actually graphite. But for some reason we call it lead. Like, you know how the mechanical pencils, you would ask, yo, you got some lead I can use? And you know what? I don't know if this is the case literally anywhere else in the world, but growing up, me and my classmates, my peers, my friends, everyone, we would call mechanical pencils lead pencils. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a universal term or if that's just something in my little bubble. Like mechanical pencils, the one you just reinsert lead into. You just keep on pressing it. And notice, like, I think, yeah, this doesn't even use arrows. So if I use this bow, I would actually have to keep count once I hit 20. Nope, so that means that they're over on that side. Wait, hurry up before the waterfall takes you! Ooh, how close was I? Oh, I still had a good distance, but it's raining. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's a Canadian thing? I don't know if anywhere else in Canada actually says that. You know, calls them lead pencils instead of mechanical pencils. There we go, 999. So let's go sell our first of 3 batches. I'm gonna go back home. Which, you know what? I realized because I already have a good amount of rupees, I don't need to sell completely 3 sets of 999. You hear my dogs outside? So, you know, a while ago I saw this video like Canadian versus American pronunciations. One of them was foyer as American versus Canadian saying foyer. And yeah, growing up, I actually heard foyer be used. I really did hear people in my school say, you know, the foyer. Get that lizard! Thank you. Okay. Lady, I am about to make you go broke. I'm here to sell. So I don't have a piece of clothing to sell, don't have any food. Alright, let's sell all that we've done. All of them. I can give you a... Oh my god. Yes, please. And there you go. So that'll just about do it for this one. For this video, this bonus. I showed you how I went and grind for bows, what I do to grind for arrows, and I even showed the first of me selling 999 of these horn shards. So the next and final time that I do this, I will have already sold another 999. And then I will have grinded up enough to the point where I can max out, but leaving enough room for me to show off me grinding a little more. Did that make any sense? Regardless, next time, I will have already sold another 999. And I will have grinded up more pieces of horn. With a little bit of room for me to show me getting more. So that's going to be a long time. You know, since I do this on and off. So I don't know when that will be. Could be 2 days from now. 2 weeks from now. 2 months from now. Hell, 2 years from now. I think I said that wrong. Could be 2 days from now. 2 months from now. Hell, 2 years from now. So whenever I end up doing that, could be a long time from now, you'll know what I've been up to. On and off, I've been grinding these pieces of horn. Shards of ferocious horn. Alright, so that'll do it for this bonus. Thanks for watching, guys. So yeah, keep in mind, next time, I will have already sold another 999. Excuse me. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll see you next time for the long-awaited true finale of Breath of the Wild, where I get maxed out rupees and truly complete everything that I would consider doing in this game. Take care now. See you next time. Bye.